This is Coach Kev from Better Athletic Development. The first video we showed you guys was more on speed, some core work. Today we're going to concentrate more on agility, some plyos, change of direction. We're going to do a quick core, and then we're going to work on some other upper body strength to basically maintain your strength as we go through this corona pandemic. Hopefully following that, you guys have maintained your strength and the gains you've made, and we hit the ground running when we get back out on the field, okay? So we're going to start with activation of the hips, and I have a great player in Caden Porter from St. Joe's Football to do the video and demonstrate for us, okay? Okay, so we're going to start with a monster walk. We stay nice and low and wide, walking forward with the band around your ankles. Okay, so if you notice how Caden's staying low, keeping his hands up, feet wide. Following that, we're going to do a side stepper. He's going to stay low, step to the side. We don't want to be bobbing the head up and down. We want to maintain center of gravity being parallel with the ground, okay? Following that, he can leave the bands on. He's going to do a hip activation drill, work on mobility. So feet are wide, and we're going to do a stretch, like a hamstring stretch, squat down, arms up, and then stand up. Okay, and again, we did this last time during dynamic warm-up. The key is going to be to make sure that we get the shins and the spine parallel to each other. This is a great position to be in. It's a strong athletic position, which we will need to do if we were squatting, power cleaning, hang cleaning, and any plyos, but also any type of change of direction and agility drills. We always end up in a good, strong athletic position. We're just shifting our center of gravity to the side of our base of support. So following the hip activation and mobility drill, we're going to work on some plyos and working on landing soft and quiet, using our upper body to gain momentum so we jump higher. So Caden's going to be in a nice, strong athletic position. He's going to jump and stick that landing nice and soft. Then he's going to do 2 in a row. So the landing becomes a counter movement. And again, he lands soft. Okay, he'll give me 4 in a row now. Perfect. So we're going to do 5 of those. We're going to do 3 sets up to 5, working on getting real explosive, okay? So following our jumps up, we're going to work on a depth jump, landing soft and quiet. You want to land in like a half squat, not in a full squat, and you want to really concentrate on being as soft and quiet as you can. So we're going to do 5 reps of this, and then for about 2 to 3 sets. As Caden lands, he does about a half squat, sticking that landing. The key to this whole thing is this is part of agility, because in order to change direction, if we're going in the opposite direction, we need to be able to slow down in the direction we're going first. So this is all part of deceleration. It's an eccentric contraction, which actually creates quite a bit of muscle damage, so that you may be sore tomorrow after doing these. We can jump from stairs as well, but now we're jumping forward as well as just straight down. So if you can just jump straight down, you're actually better off. So following our 3 sets of 5 on the depth jumps, we want to take about a 40 to 60 second break in between those reps, or those sets I should say. We're going to do a depth jump and jump. So now we're going to recoil and get really explosive. This is great for elasticity of the lower body and getting a lot more explosive, more powerful. So Caden's going to land and then recoil immediately, jump back up again. On the second landing, he should still land soft and quiet in good, strong athletic position. This is all activating hips and getting him ready to begin some type of change of direction, agility drill, and he's going to be a lot more explosive after doing this. So we'll do 5. Take a 60-second break and do 2 more sets of that. So following our depth jumps and jump, we're going to work on lateral movement. We're going to work on skater strides or some skater hops, where he's going to do a lateral hop side to side, concentrating on sticking the landing, staying soft and quiet on each landing. So we're going to do 6 and then rest. Good. Nice job, Cade. little more than 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do 3 sets of 6 on there. Following that, in some cases when we're changing direction, we may lose our balance. So we want to be able to recover from that. So we're actually going to practice recovering from losing our balance. So now Caden's going to do a hop. He'll do a double hop and stick the landing. And my apologies, I'm not the best cameraman. And again, he's going to get 6, going 3 each direction. Okay, we'll get 3 sets of each of those in at 6 hops each, working on sticking the landing and being able to recover if we were to lose our balance. Okay, so following the lateral movement hops, we're going to work on some resisted shuffling back and forth. As he comes back, the band's pulling him, so he's going to have to resist even more because he's coming back at a faster rate. That's actually going to increase his ability to stop and change direction. So he's going to shuffle out. Go ahead. And then shuffle back. He wants to lean away from the direction he's going in order to stop. We're going to get 5 on each side. And then he's going to do this unloaded. He's got to do the unloaded for the adaptation to take place. All right. So following the loaded resisted shuffles, we usually have our athletes do an unloaded version so that adaptation takes place. Caden is going to shuffle to the first cone, which is about 3-4 yards away. He's going to shuffle back. He'll shuffle to the second cone, which is going to be a little further, about 5-6 yards away. Then he's going to cross over and sprint back to the original cone, running past it. Okay, you ready, Cade? And go. Nice job. So Caden's going to do 3 to 5 on one side, and then he'll turn around and do this exact same thing on the other side. Shuffling back and forth twice with a crossover and a sprint to the original start. Ready, Cade? And go. Nice job, Cade. We want to end up doing 2 to 3 sets of that with 3 to 5 shuffles each direction. Okay, so the last part of change of direction, I'm going to have Caden do side shuffle over 3 hurdles or cones. Either one will do. He's going to shuffle, stop, loading the outside leg, come back over those 3, loading the outside leg, and then turn and sprint. Ready in a strong athletic position, and go. And he'll do 3 to 5 in each direction, and we'll do a couple sets of that. Set, go. So following our agility and plyometrics, we're going to work on some core. We're going to keep this light and simple. You're going to do 4 exercises, 1 in each plane of motion that we concentrate on, that the core contracts. You're going to do 20 reps of each for about 4 or 5 sets. Circuited, that means continuous with no rest between them, which would equal 100 reps of each exercise. We'll begin with a scissor crunch or 1 leg up. Caden's going to press the ball. You don't need a ball. The ball just adds some resistance to that. We would get 20 on that leg. We would get 20 on the next leg. And then we would immediately go to a side plank. We want to make sure the elbow stays directly under the shoulder. And we're going to pulse for 20. If you want to be more advanced, we could bring the elbow to the knee, which Caden's not going to do. Make sure we get 20 on each side. Then we're going to go face down. And we're going to do a typical plank with a toe tap, tapping out to the side. Very good. And then following that, we're going to come back to a V-sit with our feet in the air. And we're going to do a Russian twist where we're tapping the ball to the ground, back and forth, getting rotation in. So that's 20 reps of each, 5 sets, totaling 100 on each side. This will warm that core up really well. Okay, so following our core work, we're going to work on some shoulder work right now. Caden's going to perform a circuit doing 2 reps of each direction to kind of concentrate on working those shoulders. He's going to begin with 2 side raises. He's going to do 2 to the front. So 2 front raises. He's going to do 2 upright row. And then he's going to bend over and give me 2 bent over rows, working the back or posterior delt. He's going to repeat that for 5. Go ahead. He's going to repeat that for 5. For a total of 40 reps total, which should really burn them shoulders out really well. Following that, if you have heavier dumbbells at home or bands, we can work on a military press immediately following. And that military press is going to be much harder because the shoulders will be fatigued from this exercise. All right, so following pre-exhausting them deltoids, shoulders and traps with the dumbbells in that circuit, we will do a military press with bands. We're going to stand on the band, make sure it's tight. The wider your feet or the more band you stand on, obviously the heavier it'll be. Caden's going to press over his head 12 to 15 times. And then following that, he's going to do an alternating press. If we wanted to get him in a squat thrust, we could actually have him squat and thrust as well. Squat and then thrust. There you go. And get 15 of those in. Altogether, we'll do 3 sets to really blast the shoulders, a little bit of the traps. And that completes the workout for speed, agility, core, plyos, and shoulder work. Okay, so I lied. Caden thought we were done, but we got to hit the traps. As football, we got to have that strong neck and help prevent concussions. So we're standing on the band. Caden's going to have his palms facing him. He's going to lead with his elbows higher than his hands. He's going to give me upright rows for about 15. Really driving those elbows up, working them traps. Following that, he's going to stand on the band. He's going to hold the band in both hands, stand on the center of the loop. He's holding both loops. And now he can get a great shrug in, also working the traps. 15 there. So 30 reps total, one right after the other. Following that shoulder workout should really blast those shoulders, keep you good and strong. Good luck. Stay healthy and safe. And till next time, I'll be sending another video out. Thank you.